Everybody, welcome back to another edition of Inside the Zone with Mateo. So glad you guys are choosing to spend your next couple of minutes here with me. And welcome to Inside the Twins. It's our baseball podcast here within the channel. We talk all things Minnesota Twins, but also MLB here. I'll be covering the Minnesota Twins throughout the season, through the highs and probably through a lot of the lows. But thank you guys so much for watching here on this wonderful Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. And it's kind of opening day, but not kind of opening day. We got one game today, and then the rest of the teams play on Thursday, March 26th. But yeah, it's opening week, and we've kind of been preparing all week. You know, yesterday we had our MLB predictions for 2026, including, all the divisions, the records, the playoffs, who I have as my World Series champion. So you can go ahead and check that out. Video is out on my channel. You can also, it's on Inside the Zone with Mateo. But it's also, if you want to find the specific baseball podcasts, we got our Inside the Twins little channel there. It's like a podcast within the podcast. So you can go there for sure if you want to see that. If you can go here. You can go to playlist. You can also go to podcasts, and you can see here's season 2. Here's Inside the Twins, Kingdom Competitors. If you know what that is, it's great. Inside the Wolves, Inside the Vikings, Inside the NFL, our NFL weekly shows throughout the NFL season, Inside the Wilds, all that stuff. You can also see Inside the Zone with Mateo season 1 from last season. It was not that great. I'm definitely getting better. But yes, I'm chasing the dreams of becoming, hopefully I can become a sports journalist once I'm out of high school and college, obviously. But anyway, appreciate everybody for going here. That's kind of where you can find the episodes. As you can see, I just posted the season predictions right here. That's the video. Got a bunch of other videos, gaming videos, Kingdom Competitor videos, podcast. We got tons of shorts as well. So go ahead, if you haven't, if you're not familiar with this channel, go ahead and check them out after this video. But yeah, opening week 2026. We just did our MLB predictions on Tuesday. It's Wednesday here, which means it is time for our fantasy baseball draft. And then Thursday, we have a special live stream, a special edition. There's not going to be an actual episode on Thursday because for those who do know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I normally do episodes for the podcast, but no episode Thursday because I'm going to be live for probably 4-ish hours, maybe more, with a pregame, postgame, and live play-by-play and reaction for the Minnesota Twins' first game of the season against the Baltimore Orioles. I believe the game first pitch is like at 2:10 or something like that. So we'll probably go, 2:10 Central Standard Time. So we'll probably go live about 30 minutes before. I do have something in the morning. So I'll kind of fill you guys in. So a great way to do that. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these episodes, any of these alerts. You can also, I try to post stuff in the post tabs for sure. But also go ahead and follow me over on X, and you will get my full, all my alerts over there as well. So that's just something. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. Appreciate you guys for watching. And I think we got to get right into it. MLB Fantasy Draft. I'm trying to figure out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play pro. We're playing against anybody. I don't want to just play beginners. We are going to do head-to-head points. It's going to be a snake draft, and I want to draft now. So I don't know how long this is going to take. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, boys. That's all we have to do. That is all we have to do. Perfect, though. That's great. So now we get a little time to talk a little bit, talk a little bit here. I'm going to edit my team settings here. Can we upload a video? Upload a logo. No, we can't. That's okay. Let's figure out here. What do we want as our logo? Man, they have way more than last season. Okay. I feel like we just gotta go pretty chill. What's at the ballpark? Oh no, I don't really want that. I don't want like a Mickey or anything like that. Stadium Foods? No. Team Kenny? Bro, is there a Twins? Is there a twin? There better be a twin. Maybe we just do this. This is low-key kind of nice. There's the A's. Where's the Twins? I can't tell which one is the Twins. I think this could be the Twins. Is that the Twins? Hold on. We can see it a little better. Picking this, there's the Mets for sure. TC, that's maybe the Twins. They don't really have them, they don't have them branded. There's the Dodgers. There's KC. Oh, is that Minnesota? Dude, I want to find the Twins. There's the Nationals. Dude, I can't tell. Dude, this is kind of I kind of wish you could tell which one is. There's the Dodgers, the Reds, the Dodgers again, Astros. TC, it doesn't look like the Twins. There's the Cubs, the A's, the Phillies, the Pirates. Like, I wish we had like a really good logo that we knew who it was. That's the problem with the Minnesota Twins. Okay, I think it is going to be that team. I think that's what we're going to do. It's not the best logo, but that's all right for sure. Um, TC, I feel like Twin Cities is kind of, dude, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that for sure. We're going to be inside the zone with Mateo. Can we have the full? Let's go. Let's go here. Inside the zone with Mateo. Inside the zone with Mateo. I think we go in IZM. Inside the zone with Mateo. That's what we're going to do. Continue to draft board waiting room. All right, we chilling. We chilling here. We got it's a full team. It is a full team for sure. Full league, so that's great. So it's going to start on time. But yeah, I think, obviously we want the first overall pick. There's going to be, it's a 10-team league, head-to-head points, snake draft. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but it should be fun. It should be fun by all means. I can't wait to do this here. And go ahead and drop your comments. Who's your number one overall pick? I think it's probably unanimously Shohei Ohtani, but we'll see what round we get for sure. And I'm going to make a couple rules here for me to follow. So, for baseball, we obviously know how good the Dodgers are, and I'm going to make a rule here, and I don't want to just fill out a bunch of Twins, too. I'm not going to do that because, obviously, we know what kind of season we're going to have this season, but, I don't want to pick too many players for the same team. So I'm going to make this kind of a little rule here that I can't pick players from the same team in back-to-back picks. So it has to be a different team every other pick, basically. So if I take Shohei Ohtani with the first overall pick, if we get the first overall pick, I can't then take Yamamoto with my second round pick. I would have to wait to take another Dodger for round 3, if that makes sense. I'm just going to kind of set up that little rule so I don't pick too many players of the same team, just to kind of get a variety, especially since I know you have teams playing almost every day, but it's just nice to have a variety because you never know what teams are going to do. I have a gist of, my season predictions, which, again, you can go check out. But we got 10 seconds, boys. 10, 9, 8, 7. Wow, I was speaking too fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to get to see our draft order here. Are we ready? Enter the draft. Where do you guys think? Comment who do you think, what round pick I'm going to have, or pick in the round we're going to have. And we are, dang it, bro, we have the last pick. We have the last pick in the draft, which means we will get back-to-back picks. But we're going to have to wait a long time. There are 3 people on auto draft, which that is super nice. But now we got to take a look. We're not going to get Ohtani. We're not going to get Judge. We're not going to get Soto. We're not going to get Skeens. We're probably not going to get Scooble or Witt. Right now, we're projected to take Ronald Acuna Jr., which, by the way, that's fine. That's not terrible. I'm not, totally mad at that. And I really do hope this screen share is working for you. I hope it's not too fuzzy. I was having problems with the NFL one when I did that. But anyway, Ronald Acuna Jr. is kind of who we're projected to have. That's pretty good. We could then get a Cal Raleigh, which, home runs are good. But Yamamoto is also available. So I'm not going to skew any of the people in the top 10 because I think they're probably going to go in order somewhat like that. So Ronald Acuna, I'm going to queue. And if you're doing these drafts, I would say queue the players so you don't forget. I think Logan Gilbert I could consider taking, but I don't think I'm going to have a chance of getting him. I like Gunnar Henderson a lot. I like Yamamoto, as I talked about already. Kyle Schwarber going 21 is kind of crazy, as I'm just thinking here. Hunter Brown, no. Julio Rodriguez, I think he's going to have a really good season. Joe Ryan is high. Maybe we take him. Just for a Minnesota Twin. Again, I'm not going to try to pick too many Twins. I think if I were to take a Twin, it would be probably Buxton, Ryan, Keishel, and maybe Lewis. But we'll see. I think Keishel could be a really good piece for our team. I'm interested in taking these players. We got Roman Anthony. I got to queue him so I don't forget about him for sure. Where do they have Luke Keishel going right now? This is what I'm really interested because Keishel, I feel like, is going to be a really good player for the Minnesota Twins. He can get on base. So I'm going to be interested to see where they have him going. I just started a queue. I have 7 players queued just to start. Mason Miller, I feel like relief pitchers are going to be kind of the spot where I'm not going to necessarily care about too many relief pitchers. I might snag a good one if they keep falling, but other than that, it's starting pitching and basically home run hitters. That's kind of how I approach it. I think Logan Webb does have to be queued. Corbin Carroll, he's not my favorite. Logan Gilbert, yeah, I mean, we're not going to get a bunch of these top guys, but the draft is starting, and now just about 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the draft is officially underway. And so, I mean, I think we all know who's going number 1 overall. If they pass on Ohtani, yeah, they're not going to pass on Ohtani. And the really cool thing about Ohtani is you can put him in starting pitcher or DH, and you'll still get all the points, which is really nice for him. And yeah, Aaron Judge goes second, which is, obviously, you could see this from a mile away. I feel like I could see Paul Skeens going ahead of Juan Soto, but I'm guessing, it depends, if they want a good pitcher or a good fielder. Okay, Bobby Witt Jr. actually goes. That's a shock. That's a really sneaky pick for the third pick. I really like that. I feel like Ohtani and Judge are going to go first in a lot of the draft. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Of course, I want to take a quick look at our team. As Scuba goes, we need a catcher, first base, second base, third base, shortstop, 3 outfielders, a utility, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers, 7 pitchers. I think 7, 2, 4, 6, 7 pitchers, and then 2, 3 bench. Okay, very interesting. Not necessarily relief pitchers are a position right here. As Crochet went in the first round, I've been doing a little bit of some mock drafts and very intriguing. Here we go. We are on the clock. 1 minute. With 1 minute to go, I'm going to actually mute this. And who do we go? So Ronald Acuna Jr. actually went above. Okay. So Cal Raleigh. Do we go Cal Raleigh? I feel like the big dumper. I mean, we could get him. Do we do like Kyle Tucker? Do we do Jose Ramirez? I don't think I'm going to do Jose Ramirez for sure. I don't think I'm going to do Kyle Tucker. And I know that's a crazy stat. I just don't think I'm going to do Kyle Tucker. I don't want to take a Dodger right now because I want to take Yamamoto probably round 2. I think we go. Is it crazy to go Cal Raleigh here? We're going to take Cal Raleigh. We are going to take Cal Raleigh. I don't care. We're going to do it, and I'm zooming in for you guys. And now we are on the clock again. They want us taking Gunnar Henderson, but I think we might have to take Yamamoto because we're going to lose a lot. We're going to have to wait a long time. I'm going to go Yamamoto. I'm going Yamamoto to make sure I have a good pitcher. See, now we have to wait 17 picks. So this is the hard thing because you're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait 17 picks in between our each of our selections. So it's just something we need to, we have to strategize because, I feel like, again, the outfielders are super deep. Right, I would have liked Acuna, but other than that, there's a lot of good, solid outfielders that I can grab. Shortstop, yes, I did pass on Gunnar Henderson, but even if we're talking like a Jacob Wilson, I would love to grab somebody like a Jacob Wilson or Willy Adames or Bo Bichette, and I'm okay with not grabbing a bigger name shortstop just because I'm okay with it. Third base, it is very, very. How do you say? Not as deep of a position. Markel Garcia could be interesting. I think. I could go like Royce Lewis. I don't know if I want to risk that early. Maybe he could be off my bench for sure, as Mookie Betts and Kyle Tucker go back to back here. Yeah, so I took Raleigh and Yamamoto. I feel like that's a good duo to start. It's nothing crazy. I could have gone Tatis, but as you can see, Tatis fell down to 6 of the round 2. Yeah, so 19 players in our system here. First base is another very interesting position because you got like the Vlad Guerrero, and then you got a big drop off. So first base, I'm not worried about. If I could grab like a Tyler Soderstrom or a Bryce Harper down at 115 area, I would definitely be or Nick Kurtz even. This could be interesting. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think pitchers are going to have to be something we're going to have to look at too. If there's a standout pitcher that falls to us in the end of the third round, if a Joe Ryan, and as you can see, Gunnar Henderson just got taken. So I think that would have been a little early to take Gunnar Henderson. But it is what it is. We'll see for sure. Uh, Logan Webb just got taken. That's a steal. That's a steal. Round 2, pick 10 for Logan Webb. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be really excited. Let me know, guys, kind of who you guys draft as well. If you drafted a team already, let me know who your team is for sure. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I'm gonna be interested if some way somehow Joe Ryan is projected to go 30. That's gonna be our end of our third round pick. Maybe we take him at round 4. If like a Logan Gilbert gets if Logan Gilbert doesn't get taken, I know it's 2 Seattle players already, but Logan Gilbert's a great player. So is Brian Wu. Max Fried, I probably don't want to take. Same thing with Chris Sale, just because they are more of an injury risk. I got to think of that as well. Mason Miller's so high. I mean, he's going to be good, but also he's a reliever, so he's not going to pitch every day. And I think once Mason Miller goes, I'll consider taking somebody like a Cade Smith or an Edwin Diaz. But for now, I'm just going to kind of wait and watch. I hope this setup on the screen is kind of ideal. I'm trying to, still be able to show you guys the picks, but also who's on my team. But yeah, Yamamoto and Cal Raleigh, I think they're both going to have really good seasons. If Cal Raleigh can be as good, I do think low-key is going to take a little step back, but I think he'll still be up to at least 50 home runs, which can be really nice for us, for sure. Now we don't even really have to worry about catchers, and that's kind of the good thing as well. Like let's look at catchers here. Catchers, like, other than maybe I'd be interested in like a Rutschman. Like, we could have taken one of these good catchers towards the end. I would even be okay with like Francisco Alvarez. But since he was available, why not take a shot on him? I think I should take a shot for sure. But we're going to be coming up here with him. Joe Ryan still is going to be on the board. Logan Gilbert, by the way, did just get taken, so that's going to cancel. That's going to cancel our chances of taking him. I think Joe Ryan at maybe round pick 37, so 31. Sorry, that's going to be the first pick of round 4. So yeah, we are up for grab. I think we're gonna grab Joe Ryan later, but one more here. Dude, I don't know who we should take. Should we go right now? Joe Ryan, I think, could be the nice pick. Roman Anthony, again, I think I'm not gonna take him this early. Joe Ryan, yeah, we're gonna take you in a second, but not quite now. Kyle Schwarber. He's just a DH, which is I'd rather get a position. Jackson Churio, that could be interesting. Schwarber has fallen to us. Do we take him? Possibly. The time is running out as well. I think we're going to go Schwarber. We're going to go Kyle Schwarber, and then we're also going to go Joe Ryan. We're going to go Joe Ryan with the first pick of round 4. I don't know how much you guys love this, but Kyle Schwarber will probably be our DH for most of the season. We got Joe Ryan. So now, I feel like pitching, we got some solid guys. I am a big fan of pitching, and I think in fantasy baseball, you have to have a good amount of pitching. And Yamamoto and Joe Ryan are both, in a way, they're aces on their team. I think Ohtani's going to pitch a little bit, but still not as much to be called the ace of the team. So we got 2 aces on our team, which is really good. We got a home run beast in Kyle Schwarber. We're definitely going to have to figure out now what route we want to attack next. So, shortstop, I do want to maybe try to grab, a Jacob Wilson or a Bo Bichette type of player. Maybe not Bo Bichette, because he's going to be playing backup to Francisco Lindor. So, we'll see about that for sure. Mason Miller did just get taken, as so did Cade Smith. So they kind of like relievers. Again, once I maybe get one more pitcher, so maybe what I'll do here is I'll take one more pitcher with my 6th round pick. So that could either be, I don't know, Yohan Duran, Sonny Gray, some former Twins possibly, or maybe we take a step back and kind of wait for a Nolan McLean or the Jacob Ostrowski or someone like that. Maybe we do start to fill out our fielders, and I want to take a look at some outfielders that are still available. So Alvarez, I don't think he'll probably last it that long. Roman Anthony, he's going to cut it close, but we can try. At pick 50, who would technically have pick 50? I don't quite know. So, yeah, Roman Anthony might fall to us, and if he does, that's going to be great. But if not, that's also going to be a bit unfortunate. I mean, when we talk about Boston, I mean, Roman Anthony and Jaren Duran, that's a great outfield group over there in Boston for sure. Again, I do want to. Okay, so technically, Roman Anthony is going to be ranked 50, and we have pick 50. So maybe, just maybe, we'll have a chance of getting Roman Anthony. Still a lot more ranked on the top of the board. Stephen Kwan, I feel like Roman Anthony should be above Stephen Kwan. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a podcaster. And if you want me to, do you guys want like check-ins for the? Do you want check-ins on the season, or do you want to just kind of like just do this for basically me telling you this is who I think, this is a good strat? Dang it! As Roman Anthony just gets taken. Do you guys want this just to be like, okay, this is my strategy, feel free to use this, this is just kind of for you, for your entertainment? Or do you actually want me to film videos kind of checking in once a month or so on my team? Let me know in the comments for sure. But I think, yeah, we got to start now filling out our infield and our outfielders. I think we maybe, again, snag a pitcher if need. If there's somebody like, if somebody comes up here, like an Edwin Diaz, again, he's going to have a lot of save opportunities with the Dodgers. So is Johan Duran. But I think we could take a little break from pitchers. We did take 2 pitchers with our top 4 picks. So maybe we go kind of somewhere else. Again, second base is kind of here's Luke Keeschel. Like, I don't want to miss Luke Keeschel. I would be okay with him being our starting second baseman. So maybe we monitor the second baseman. I want to cue Luke Keeschel just so I don't forget about that. We only have 1 player left in our queue, and that is Luke Keeschel because people are getting taken. As Edwin Diaz just got taken as well, something to note there. Shorts, third base, Markel Garcia, definitely want to cue him. And then shortstops, Jacob Wilson. Again, I want a little bit of mix of veterans and kind of younger players. Trey Turner, I'll cue him. I'll cue Jacob. Maybe Jacob Wilson could be our backup shortstop for sure. First base, do I take a Pete Alonso with? I think that's too early for a Pete Alonso. I think I could entertain with Pete Alonso being on our team for sure. And then, we got to look at these outfielders. You got Jaren Duran. You got Jackson Merrill, Pete Crow Armstrong. And so we got definitely some options. Definitely some options. Pitchers are still going. Brent Rooker just went. Oh, man. Who do we go? I got to kind of figure out what we want to do here. What direction do we want to go? In third base, Markel Garcia is going to go somewhat sooner. I think we're going to take Markel Garcia. I'm pretty solid with that. And now, I'm not going Luke Keeschel. He's still projected in the hundreds. So, I'm going to chill with that. First base, Alonso here is at 70. We're going to be towards the end. We could, risk not getting him, but that's okay. I think we got to go shortstop, Trey Turner. He's projected at 80, but he's so good, guys. Or maybe do we go an outfield in a Jaren Duran, and I think, or Pete Crow Armstrong. Ooh, let's go Duran. Let's go Jaren Duran. Sorry, not Duran, Jaren Duran. And now 17 picks. We're going to risk losing a lot of these outfielders. Maybe could have taken Pete Crow Armstrong as well as, dang it, Nick Kurtz just went. That's, we're going to, it's obviously, we got to take some risks here. We got to take risks. This game is a game of risks. So currently we need a shortstop. We need a second baseman, a first baseman. So ideally, the shortstop, that would probably be Trey Turner if we could get a steal. Ideally, second baseman would be Luke Keeschel. First base, ideally, would be Pete Alonso. So you can kind of get the vision of what this team could look like. Seiya Suzuki is injured, so I feel like just that's going to hold me off. I'm taking him. I'm not going to take him. I think we could go also. Where's Byron? Byron Buxton's 132, something to pay attention to for sure. Pitchers like Dylan Cease in Toronto. Ideally, he'll probably, most likely he'll go before we get it. But if he's still available, I'll put him in my queue just so I don't forget about them. But watch him just go off the board quickly. Eovaldi, just because of his injury history, I don't want to take as Ben Rice just gets taken. A very interesting pick there. A Jacob Ostrowski, I could definitely entertain with, maybe taking 10th round. somewhat like that for sure. Maybe we do need one more pitcher, so we'll see, who that is. What about relief pitchers? Like, I like to sort them by position just so we kind of see. Like, relief pitchers, obviously nothing for the Twins because we had no bullpen. Griffin Jackson I could definitely entertain as Pete Alonso gets taken here very early for sure than, what I was expecting. So we're going to have to pivot to a first baseman. Other than that, could be Josh Naylor, could be Salvador Perez, could be Freddie Freeman, could be Bryce Harper. Like Bryce Harper, I got to put him in here. Also, Tyler Soderstrom is also somebody I wouldn't be opposed to taking. But yeah, let's take a look at some of our queued players. Keishel, Turner, Merrill, Crow Armstrong. I think we got to put Crow Armstrong as number one here. He just got a new deal too. Jackson Merrill. Like if I go piggyback here, if I go two outfielders and they're still available, I would heavily consider Merrill and Pete Crow Armstrong at 70 and 71. But we'll figure it out. Then we do also risk, okay, who just got taken? PCA just got taken. That's okay. That's okay. Now if Merrill and Turner can remain on the board, I would be really happy with that. Or Dylan Cease as well. And then we're going to definitely get into the spot where, Luke Keishel, we're going to have to figure out how early we want to take him because I do want to make sure we get him, even if it is a little bit too early to take him. But yeah, I mean, this is a really interesting draft as Dylan Cease just goes. I want to take a look maybe after we make our next picks because they're going to be soon. I want to take a look at, how some of these other teams are shaping up as Nick Pavelta just gets taken. So we are 3 picks away from getting most likely Merrill and Turner because I think that's what I'm going to do, which is going to be really interesting for sure. Something I have also noted that has helped in just other fantasy games as well, looking at, the top of the board here, because this is the position, the things people look at. And we're on the clock here. We are on the clock. Jackson Merrill goes 1 pick ahead of us, but we can take Trey Turner. I love this. I love Trey Turner here. Now I feel like we got to go maybe outfielder. We have to go outfield because some of our outfielder guys kind of just went a little more advanced, ahead of where I thought they were going to go. Right now, like we could do a Buxton. I'm going to maybe save that last spot for Buxton, but like an Ian Happ. How many home runs did he hit last season? Dude, I wish it would tell you. And we have 32 seconds to pick, so that's something we got to keep in our mind. RBIs. Tyler Ward also with Baltimore, I could consider. George Springer's always a good guy to have as well. I think Ian Happ is who we're going to take at 77. A little earlier than I probably should have, but we're going to take Ian Happ. And I also thought maybe we should have taken a pitcher as well. But now, we're going to have round 9. And I think round 9 or round 10 is kind of where we're going to start picking. We might go Luke Keishel in our next round here. But I got to figure out a direction here. So, again, pitchers, I think we definitely got to go one more pitcher here at round 9. And then at round 10, that's maybe where we do go get Luke Keishel. At starting pitchers, like, it's not looking anything crazy. But, I could go Mr. 6'7", Jacob Ostrowski. I could go Spencer Strider, who I wanted to actually see. What's his estimated return mid-April? Okay. UCL, yeah, he's just coming off such a big injury that it's also a big risk. George Springer just went. Okay. Zach Wheeler. I kind of forgot Zach Wheeler was still on the board, but I couldn't have gone Philly anyway because it would have been back-to-back Philly picks. First base is definitely also, a scenario where, yeah, I want a Bryce Harper. Yeah, I want a Tyler Soderstrom, but I'd also be okay with like a Luis Arraez who just gets on base. So I'm actually going to cue him in there for sure. I'm actually going to take Bryce Harper out of my kind of queued spots. If we don't get Keishel, because now he's a second-ranked second baseman, we might lose Luke Keishel. If we don't get Keishel, I think I will go Byron Buxton. Just something to keep in mind. But I wouldn't be opposed to somebody like a Marcus Semien as a second baseman. So I just kind of got to watch and wait and see. I think we do go Keishel if we have the opportunity, but still, a lot of things can happen between now and our next pick. David Bednar is also available. I could consider taking him. So maybe like a David Bednar and Luke Keeschel could be an interesting group of guys to take for sure. But, I don't know. I just realized I say for sure a lot. But, for sure, we chilling. We're chilling for sure. Why did I just say that again? I don't know. But yeah, this is, kind of the point of the draft where I've kind of done all my talking, and now I'm just waiting to pick and kind of see, because you just got to wait to see who's, available. But yeah, we chilling. If you guys would like more content like this, of course, here, let me pop up this graphic one more time. Opening week 2026. Tuesday we had our MLB predictions. Wednesday, here is our fantasy baseball draft. And, tomorrow, live stream. We are live streaming Twins versus the Orioles. Live play-by-play and reaction, including pregame and postgame content, as Blake Snell just went. But it's only been, I was able to do a little. What do you call that? What do you call that technically? Promotion, really, for my live stream. I was able to do a little bit of that, but only one team picked a player, which I find that a little interesting. But we're approaching round 9, which means we are only 12 picks away from our next pick here. It's David Bednar. Dang it, just goes. Yeah, okay. But I mean, I don't see any of my top players here within, these top players, which is, again, where people tend to look first before they sort via position. Again, let me know. Do you guys look via position or top projected? Like, what do you guys look for, too? I don't necessarily know what the exact strategy is. Devin Williams still being available could be a good pitcher for us. I do think, though, we got to take another pitcher. Oh, yeah, I wanted to look at some other teams. So let's take, for instance, Kevin's top-notch team. They have 2, 4, 5 pitchers already. That pitching group looks really nice. So, yeah, definitely could consider doing that. Louis Castillo. Dang it. I was kind of eyeing him as well. Let's take a look at some pitchers as we approach our pick here. Devin Williams, Tanner Beebe, Zach Gallen, Nolan McLean, and like, do we risk Keeschel again? Like, this is going to be an interesting selection for sure. And I think we got to go pitcher. If Devin Williams falls to us, I think I might take him, but we'll see. We will see for sure about, and I actually kind of realized why I keep saying for sure. Because that's who we have to watch. That's what we have to watch. It's really just, for sure we have to watch what happens, because, you can't really plan. You can have an idea, but you can't really plan, as we've seen. You can't have a plan because if you think of one plan and say, okay, this is the plan I'm doing, what happens when, boom, the moment comes, oh, they take him? You got to be constantly aware of who is taking who. And, Luke Keeschel's still on my board. He's been on my board for a while. I think we're going to take him with pick 91 and just, risk it. It's okay. Maybe it's a little too early. But in a lot of the mock drafts, I've seen him being taken in round 10. So if he falls to us, and I really hope he falls to us, because I really expect big things from Luke Keeschel. But, yeah, we're going to go Devin Williams, I think. I think we go, Devin Williams and Luke Keeschel. Or maybe we take Luke Keeschel in round 9. No, we're going to go Devin Williams and then Luke Keeschel. As long as, of course, they don't. As long as they don't get taken. Bum, bum. Oh, there we go. We are on the clock, and they did not get taken. Devin Williams, welcome to the team. And then we will, of course, then get our guy, Luke Keeschel. I think it's just safe to say we're taking Keeschel. We are taking Luke Keeschel. He is now, off of our minds. And now we can lock in and figure out this team. So right now, this team looks like, at the catching spot, Cal Raleigh. First base is still empty, but at second base, you have Keeschel. You have third base, Garcia. Turner at shortstop. Jan Duran at one of our outfield spots. Ian Happ at another one. And then we still have another outfielder available. Schwarber is our utility man, probably our DH. Then you got Yamamoto, Ryan, and Williams as our pitcher. I think we go maybe more pitchers now. We're not going to get Mistrowski. We're not going to get McLean now, I don't think, but we will maybe have to take a look at maybe like a Tyler Glasnow, a Mackenzie Gore. I think Mackenzie Gore is going to have like a really good season with his new team because, he's been stuck on that team called the Nationals for a while. So I think it could be interesting for sure as Nolan McLean gets taken. Ranger Suarez, again, I was looking a little bit more down because I just think a lot of these guys are going to get taken. Note also, I would be interested in taking Royce Lewis, but I think we're going to have to let Royce Lewis pass. He's projected 290, and I've already taken 2 Twins. I don't think I'm going to take any more Twins. Maybe Byron, but we'll see. I feel bad for Willie Castro, which, by the way, Willie Castro could be a great bench player. I got to keep him in my, queue, just kind of at the bottom of the queue because I feel bad that he's playing with Colorado, but I think he could put together some nice little at-bats for the Rockies and could be good for our team. But I think we got to go two pitchers now. 2 pitchers just to kind of strengthen our pitchers group. Here in picks 110 and pick 111, which is really interesting. Luke Keeschel was projected to go 110, and we had picked 110, so maybe he would have fallen to us. But again, I want to know. Let me know, guys, where Luke Keeschel stands on your radar. I think he's going to be really good. If he can stay healthy, and that's the key word, it's a really big risk of taking Luke Keeschel. Because we don't know, if he's going to stay healthy. But if he continues to play, he was eating spring training up. He was heating up, at the time he played last season with the Twins, where I think he would have, if he would have played longer, he probably would have won Rookie of the Year. But I'm even looking here now on this on these players. Ranger Suarez, we could even maybe get like a Michael King or Iglesias, which is very interesting. I think we're going to go maybe King now. Tyler Glass, I think Mackenzie Gore now we can take off the queue, and I think we'll see, though. Zach Gallen just goes. A bunch of pitchers are going. 6 picks, still 5 picks as I speak of that, as Riley Green goes to whoever just taking him. Taylor Ward just went. But things are looking good. If we could get maybe a Michael King, I'd like that too. I would like that too. Maybe Ranger Suarez. Maybe do we go Michael King and Ranger Suarez? Because again, also in these back-to-back picks, you lose almost the rest of the next 2 rounds. So you got to think of that. So it may be, I'm taking them a little early, but we could then ultimately end up losing them altogether because our picks are so messed up. I hate being last for sure because you just kind of – I'd like to be in the middle, kind of pick 5 because you kind of get the same pick every round. But it is what it is, and we're going to be, on the clock in very soon because this next guy is on auto. So as soon as this – there we go. So they take Seiya Suzuki. We could take Tyler Glass now, but I think what we're going to do here is, by the way, Bryce Harper just went, so we could have – gotten Bryce Harper this late. Tanner Beebe is high. He is high on this list. I think, though, I'm going to go Michael King and Ranger Suarez. We're going to do both of them. We are going to do Michael King. We're going to do Ranger Suarez. I'm not looking back. That's what we're going to do. So now our pitchers, we have 2 pitching spots left. We have Yamamoto, Ryan, Williams, King, and Suarez. So I really like that. And again, now we have to wait 17 picks. But I like this group, and I'm going to take Tyler Glasnow off of our radar. Right now in our queue, we have Soderstrom, who could be our first baseman. Same thing with Arise, and I might take one of those guys next. Soderstrom was actually predicted to go here in round 13 or, the end of round 12. As by the way, there's only 19 rounds. So we're over halfway through this draft. We have 2 more pitchers, 3 more bench, an outfield, and a first base. I think we got to go first base next. So I'm going to watch these first basemen. Some way, somehow, Freddie Freeman is still available. That is crazy, but I think I might but, okay. I don't want to jinx anything, but if Freddie Freeman somehow, some way stays alive, through almost 2 full rounds, I will take him because that will be an absolute steal, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think he's going to get taken pretty quickly soon. And speaking of that, he just gets taken. By the way, Corey Seager fell all the way down to round 12. So yeah, I think I'm going to pass on Devers. So I think Soderstrom or Arise is going to be our first baseman. I think both have a lot of upside. I think Arise, he's just going to get on base, so that could be really good for us. And I think we even could go both. We could go both because Soderstrom could. Oh, Buxton just went. Interesting. Okay. He went round 12 because Soderstrom could also play outfield, so he could be in the outfield spot technically. So maybe we take a Rise first and then Soderstrom, and then we get both, and we can kind of rotate them out, depending on who is there. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish out our kind of roster. This team doesn't look, anything crazy, but I think I like it. It says no way Luis Rise just gets taken. Oh no, dude. We gotta now we gotta watch. Now we have to take Soderstrom. Now we got to take Tyler Soderstrom, bro. Come on. Soderstrom, just please don't get taken, bro. Oh, I'm low-key stressed now. I'm low-key stressed because now we have to wait still 11 picks. I was not expecting that, and dang it, three first basemen just went in a row. I am so nervous. Tyler Soderstrom, dude, we maybe should have taken Tyler Soderstrom. Oh, boy. Who could we take, if anything, to be first base? Like Spencer Steer? Oh, man. I mean, Ryan O'Hearn isn't terrible, I guess. I'm going to cue him as well, but dude, it's going to become very close. It is going to become extremely close for us. Luis Ariz gets taken super early. He was not even projected. He was projected I think 14th or 15th round, but that's not the case. Dang it. That is quite the turn of events. As we're waiting 8 picks. We're 8 picks away. Please. I just want Tyler Soderstrom. That's all I'm asking here. That's all I'm asking. While we wait, who's another outfielder we could take? Because I'm definitely thinking about that. Andy Pajes, Onel Cruz. Okay. Teoscar Hernandez. Dude, this is interesting. This is definitely interesting. We're getting to the nitty gritty, right? If I don't say so myself. Oh man, Tyler Soderstrom also is top 5 in selections on this big board, dude. Drew Rasmussen just gets taken. Mackenzie Gore gets taken. Oh my, Chase Burns gets taken. Kevin, who are we taking, Kevin? Kevin, who are we taking? Oh, dude, please, Kevin, don't be the bad guy. He takes Tyler Glass now. That's fine. That's fine. Joe, don't be the bad guy, Joe. Please don't be the bad guy. Don't be the bad guy, Tyler. Do not. I'm sorry, Joe. Don't be the. Come on. I'm going to stop. 4 picks. 4 picks. Okay, he doesn't. But we're so close. We're so close, but yet so far away that even the stupid auto pick could even take Tyler Soderstrom as Iglesias just gets taken. Take somebody other than Soderstrom, and we should be good. Jamie, please, just don't take Soderstrom. Do not take Soderstrom. I need Soderstrom on this team. Please, 40 seconds. Please just make a selection. Don't you dare. He's on the top of the board. Do not take him. If he takes him, I don't know what we're going to do. I legit don't know what we're going to do if Tyler Soderstrom gets taken because I procrastinated. I have laid it off for first base. Oh, dang it. He did it. Oh, he did it. We lost him. Yandy Diaz is going to, or Ryan O'Hearn. Christian Walker could be interesting. Ryan O'Hearn, I think, is who we're going to do, though. Oh, let's take Andy Diaz. Tampa Bay, first baseman. Oh, dude, that sucks. And then we're going to go outfield. Onel Cruz. Do I think he's going to take... I think I can wait a little bit for these outfielders. I mean, do we go pitchers again? We could go pitchers. Griffin Jacks? Maybe. Dude, I legit don't know. Bobichet as a backup shortstop? I mean, I could do with Bobichet as a backup shortstop, but I think we're going to go Marcus Semien maybe. Yeah, let's go Marcus Semien just in case Luke Keisho doesn't perform. Marcus Semien's a solid backup as Bobichet does go straight away. Oh, we got to figure out what we got to do here for this final outfield spot. Oh, man. Brian Reynolds, like, he's going to get taken. Like, who's someone down here? Like, a Ryan O'Hearn, if he's still available, I'll consider taking him for sure. Wilyer Abreu, same thing. Lawrence Butler. I mean, there's a lot of outfielders still available. Mike Trout is still available, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay for sure. I think we're going to go outfielder and then pitcher next as Griffin Jacks gets taken. Oh, man. Oh, man, is right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording and then I'm just going to go back, to our next selection just because this is getting a little long. I don't want to continue yapping, so I will be back when we're about to be on the clock for pick 15. All right, so we're getting close. We are getting close to our pick here. So, yeah, I think we definitely have to go outfield and then pitcher, and then we can kind of fill out our bench. So we have 2 pitchers left. And 1 outfielder, and then 2 more benches. So that's just kind of, again, a little overview for sure. Out of these outfielders, there's still most of the same ones available. Like, we could go wait for did Mike Trout get he didn't get picked yet, which I just find really interesting. So maybe he can be one of our backups, which is kind of crazy. But Brian Reynolds is still on the top of the board, and I think I could consider taking him for sure. I think Brian Reynolds could be really good. Hopefully he doesn't get taken. Willie Adames gets taken. Who did I have in my queue? I had Abreu and Butler as well. I'm going to remove Butler. I think Brian Reynolds is going to be kind of this next guy for us. As long as some of these guys don't take him, I think we should take Brian Reynolds or maybe Onel Cruz. I think I'll take either of those Pirates outfielders. The chances of both of them going are very slim indeed. So Brian Reynolds, okay, if they take Nick Lulito, Brian Reynolds will definitely get taken 149. But if they don't, we should be fine. Can we actually speed this process up though? My gosh, Jamie. Just pick your player. I guess I kind of take a little bit of a time to pick as well. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who do you take? Nick Ludo, and then what? Dang! Oh my gosh, Brian Reynolds doesn't get taken. We are gonna take Brian Reynolds. I love that. And now we get to take one of our final pitchers. Who's it gonna be? Shota Amaga. Oh my gosh, he is still available. There is no way he is still available. Give me the man. Dude, I love him. I love him so much. Shota Amaga. Let's go, bro. That's so fire. Okay, so we got currently our full lineup is solid. Now we just need 1 more pitcher and 2 bench. Okay, 1 more pitcher. Who would that be? There's still a lot of good pitchers out there, so we're gonna probably find a good pitcher to close it out. And then we'll go bench players the remaining 2. Again, I think, just for the time being, and also I'm kind of trying to get ready to go somewhere as well. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pause this again. And then I just think then you don't have to hear me yap. And then we'll get, we'll resume kind of with about 5 picks till I'm on the clock. All right, so guys, hopefully that's I'm not really going to edit these transitions, but it's fine. We have 5 picks till we are on the clock. So again, we have 3 picks left. We need 1 more pitcher and 2 more bench. So I think what we're going to do is we're definitely going to find 1 more pitcher, to kind of close out at pick 170. And that could be anybody from Jack Flaherty to Aaron Nola. I like Aaron Nola. So I think Aaron Nola or Flaherty, and kind of depending on who it is. Trevor Rogers for Baltimore is going to, I believe, face the Twins on opening day. So maybe we do that because I know the Twins aren't going to do that good. But I think I'm good. I'm going to do Nola or Flaherty depending on who kind of is available. I would probably expect Flaherty to get picked sooner than later. So he is also on the top of the draft board. So I keep getting emails, so I keep checking my inbox. That's all. Da 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 da. Yep. All right. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting. My goodness, I keep getting emails. Okay, that's fine. It's all right. All right. Appreciate everybody for watching, though. I really do. If you're still here, type in the comments round 17. Comment round 17 if you're still here. Maybe you'll get a fun surprise. Maybe not. I don't know. Hopefully, you guys also kind of tune in for that live play-by-play and reaction. It's going to be a really fun time for sure. And yeah, we are on the clock in 3 picks. These guys kind of that we always like to wait for, they take forever. I mean, I guess we do kind of take forever, and I guess it's not that much time. But altogether, when you're waiting for the 9 other players, the time adds up as Jack Flaherty gets taken. Of course he does. Of course he does. Because why not? Why not would he get taken? But it's just why not here. But Jacob Wilson also gets taken. He was somebody I was eyeing, but yeah, now we got to figure out which pitcher we want. Other than so, like Aaron Nola is still available. He would technically, it would say it's technically not a great pick, but maybe we do Trevor Rogers. I do think they're going to play well, Trevor. So Trevor or Aaron Nola? Let's go Trevor. Let's go Trevor Rogers. Welcome to the team. And now we have 2 bench players. So we could take Ryan O'Hearn. I don't think I'm going to draft him. We could go Mike Trout. We could go Mike Trout, which I think could be a steal. Let's take a look at the whole board, though. I don't want like a CJ Abrams. I'm sorry, I just don't want him. Sale Frelick could be our... Okay, so I do kind of want Trout as our backup outfielder. So maybe we don't do that. Dansby Swanson. Right now, what do we have as, I just got to figure out what we don't have a backup to. So we have a backup. We don't have a backup outfielder. We could have a backup. Oh, man, I don't really know. Let's go. Do we go Royce Lewis? No. Let's go Mike Trout. Let's go Mike Trout. Why not? Let's do Mike Trout. It's legit kind of crazy that he's still available. He'll be our outfielder kind of backup, and then we'll take kind of whoever's available, whether it's a Royce Lewis. I wouldn't be opposed to taking Royce. Wouldn't be opposed to taking Ryan O'Hearn in the last round. But yeah, I mean, this is going to wrap up the draft fairly soon, and that's actually kind of cool. Also, our pick gets to end the draft, which that's kind of cool for sure. So I'm actually going to be really interested to see who gets taken. I'm going to kind of swap this over here just so you can see the full people who get taken in the last couple of rounds, just so you guys can kind of have an idea also like of where people are taking in the last rounds, because I feel like that's something for me. I don't necessarily know like who to take in the last rounds of the draft. And let me know, guys, if you think taking Mike Trout is a good idea. I don't know. I think the Angels aren't going to be that good, but I think we might see a little, he could be maybe a 20 to 30 home run hitter, which I think could be good for our bench too. He's not going to play a majority of the time of my team. He's going to be on the bench for a lot of it, but I think it's good. He's a good outfield depth. We're going to take a quick look at our roster at the end of the video, but him, Reynolds, Happ, and Duran. I never know. Is it Jarren Duran or Jarren Duran? I don't know. But you know who I'm talking about. Again, 14 picks, 15 picks in the draft is done. We're up in 14. So 15 picks left in the draft. We're getting towards the end of it. Again, appreciate everybody for watching. Of course, then we will see what grade they give us. I'm really interested to see what grade they give us. I don't know if it's going to be an A+, but I think it's going to be a pretty good grade if I don't say so myself. I think this team is really good for sure. Spencer Torkelson, okay, he does get drafted. I was wondering if Spencer Torkelson was going to get drafted just because I think he's a little more disrespected than a lot of other players, but he does get drafted. Very intriguing for sure. Austin Wells. Okay, here's the funny thing about Austin Wells. I was kind of curious. He was playing for a team in the WBC that I didn't know he was a part of. That was just kind of crazy. Anybody have any more information on that? Because I'm pretty sure he speaks fluent English. He looks American. But he was playing for a lot of the Italians as well. It's just kind of crazy. But that WC was definitely a hit for the baseball world globally, as we're, getting towards, we're getting to the end of the draft. I want to take a look at my queue again. I'm going to remove Willie Castro. I think I'm going to take, either O'Hearn or Lewis. Now, I've taken 2 twins already. Is taking 3 twins, even though I think, they're going to be off, I feel like the only other twin that I've seen taken is Byron Buxton. Like Royce Lewis, we can even take probably off of the waivers. I low-key think he's going to have a good season. Who's our third baseman right now? It's Garcia. I think he's replaceable. I think low-key we take Royce Lewis. Let's go. Dude, he's my favorite player on the team. So I feel like we got to go Royce. I feel like we got to go Royce Lewis. He's not ranked high at all, but I just think, why the heck not? It might hurt our draft grade, but 3 twins, even though I think I intentionally picked Joe Ryan high because I think we can get something for him if we package him together. Because I think he's going to perform decently enough that he'll have some good value. So maybe if we want to try to put up together a little trade, maybe in the end run, we can use him as trade bait. He's kind of like the one guy I did that. But I really like this team. Guys, I really like this team. I know it's not the craziest team by all means. I've definitely done better in other drafts. But overall, I really like this team a lot. So it's going to be really interesting to see what grade they give us. Again, Cal Raleigh, Luke Keeschel, Turner, Duran, Schwarber. We do have 2 Phillies. Do we have 2 or 3 Phillies? Yeah, okay. So if I would have taken Nola, we would have had 3 Phillies. So maybe that's good I didn't take Nola. Swanson just got taken. We are 4 picks left in the draft, boys. 4 picks are left. We're obviously, you don't know who we're going to take unless surprisingly he gets taken by Luka, Jamie, or Luke. But I doubt it, guys, because nobody really is drafting Royce Lewis. But we're going to take him for the heck of it. Just for fun, because why not? You got to honor our team, even though I think this team might be the worst team in the AL Central. I wonder if any White Sox players got drafted. But hey, he's going to be Mr. Irrelevant for today's draft. Royce Lewis, can you pull up Brock Purdy? Welcome to the team. Let's go. Here is, I want to copy the link. Let's go. So yeah, here's a recap. We took Raleigh, Yamamoto, Schwarber, Ryan, Garcia, Duran, Jaron Duran. Is it Duran or Duran? I don't know. I got to figure that out. Trey Turner, Ian Happ, Devin Williams, Luke Keeschel, Michael King, Ranger Suarez, Yandy Diaz, Marcus Semien, Brian Reynolds, Shota Amaga, Trevor Rogers, Mike Trout, and Royce Lewis. We're going to go to my team, but we got our grade here. So hold up. Are you ready? Here's our draft. Here's our email. Boom. Here we go, baseball. Do we get a draft? Oh, we don't have a draft grade. Do they not give you a draft grade? Oh, my gosh. Do they not give you an entire draft grade? That's annoying. Dang it, that's annoying. Okay, well, here's what our team's looking like. We're playing Nick's nifty team first. Okay, nice. I mean, this is going to be real nice for sure. IL, we have 3 players on our IL. So as a recap, here is kind of what our lineup is going to look like. Starting at catcher is going to be Cal Raleigh. At first base, you got Yandy Diaz. At second base, you got Luke Keeschel. Third base, you got Markel Garcia. At shortstop, you got Trey Turner. You got Jaron Duran, whatever. Tomato at our first outfield spot. Then Ian Happ and Brian Reynolds also at our outfield spots. Utility guy is going to be Kyle Schwarber to start the season, but that could get changed throughout. And then our 3 guys off the bench, Royce Lewis, Mike Trout, and Marcus Semien. In our pitching, our pitcher is all probably going to be starting, I'm pretty sure, because they kind of pitch every 5 days. Yamamoto, Ryan, Williams, King, Suarez, Amanga, and Trevor Rogers. I think this team is really, it's spread out really good. Let's go to Nick's nifty team, see who we're playing. I'm really interested to see who we're playing here. Let's compare our team a little bit. They have Will Smith, Devers, Chisholm, Riley, Henderson. Ooh, we're playing Judge. Okay. Roman Anthony, Teoscar Hernandez, Jeremy Pena. Okay, I like this. They did get Ryan O'Hearn. They get Kyle Stowers. Their pitchers are not as great, which is good. Okay, interesting. I like my team. I like my team a little bit better here. Can we, is there, draft recap or like power rankings. They're not power rankings because like if you do the NFL ones, they give you kind of power rankings, which that's unfortunate for sure. Members, let's take a look at some teams, right? Can we take a look at some teams? Yeah. Yeah, there we go, boys. We got our 10 teams. I like this. I like this. Should we ask ChatGPT? Should we ask ChatGPT how do you think this team goes? Let's oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Hold on. Let's copy these teams. Let's go to ChatGPT and see ChatGPT. As by the way, it's 70 degrees here in Minnesota. It's great. It's gonna be great. They say, "Yo, I just completed my 2026. Sorry, 2026 MLB fantasy draft on ESPN. Fantasy. There we go. Grade my team." Should we just take a screenshot? I feel like we take a screenshot and that's best. Let's go. Hold on. Let's just take a screenshot. I think that's just going to be a mess if we copy and paste. So here are the batters. Boom. Let's go. That's great. Get that good screenshot. And then let's do the same thing here for the pitchers. Boom. And so now we should be able to go over here. Let's go. Yep. They say, bet, send the squad, drop your full rosters. Yeah, it's head-to-head. Head-to-head. Oh. Head-to-head points. And let's go. Okay, so we can drop this one in. And can we drop this one in? Hopefully those are the right ones. I'm just going to drop them in again just in case. Oh, you already uploaded. Perfect. All right, let's go. Let's see what they say. Yo, this is actually a really good squad for head-to-head. Overall grade, A-. Your team, you built a team that can be dangerous weekly, especially if your pitching hits. Core studs on the offense: Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Andy Diaz. Really? Okay, I guess he's an on-base percentage guy. High upside, you got Hap, Reynolds, and Duran. Yep. Question marks. Okay, they say the younger guys are okay. I think Cal Raleigh's a core stud, by the way. Bench steals if healthy. Yeah, league winner is going to be Mike Trout. Huge upside, just healthy for Royce Lewis. Crazy value on your bench for Marcus Semien for sure. Your power plus speed combo is perfect for head-to-head. Only issue is a little inconsistency and injury risk. Okay, good. Pitching breakdown. Both anchors are great. Yamamoto and Ryan. Yeah, we spent 2 of our top 4 picks on them. Strong arms, you got Williams, Amaga, King. Risk plus mid-tier is going to be Trevor Rogers and Suarez. Not a super top-heavy rotation, but deep and flexible, which is clutch. Let's go. We did balance our roster. Good. Elite bench. Yes. Got a legit closer. A lot of teams forget this. Okay. What I'd upgrade. Keyshawn and Garcia is okay. I got you. Yeah. We got Royce and Trout. That's why they're on my bench. That is why they're on my bench, because they're injury risk. Final take. You didn't just draft a good team. You drafted a playoff team. If a couple things hit, Trout healthy, King breakout, you could win your league. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Thanks, ChatGPT. But again, as a reminder, here is my team. If you guys forgot it, I mean, there's Cal Raleigh, right? All of those guys, all those wonderful guys is great for sure. I did not copy the link, whatever. But that's gonna be it for my fantasy baseball draft, 2026 fantasy baseball draft. Drop your overall grades for me. Is this an A- like ChatGPT said, or is it maybe an F? Let me know in the comments down below. Appreciate everybody for watching. Again, don't forget to keep God first, because he's the most important thing in your lives. Don't forget, opening week 2026 concludes with our Thursday live stream of Twins versus Orioles, including pregame and postgame coverage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget to keep God first, because he's the most important thing in your lives. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great day. Peace.